Welcome to the EPG Pathshala. Myself is Dr. Thriti Ray. I am Assistant Professor in the Department of Museology, University of Calcutta. Today, I will share you about the museum management and administration. This is the core issue for any organization, and in case of museum, we need to manage lot of things, starting from its objects, its space, its visitors, and the entire administrative system. So in this module, we will focus on to develop relevant policies and strategies for managing museum, to understand the basic requirement of a museum, and to run the entire system that require to achieve mission and goal of a museum. So when we see about the museum, we'll find museum are traditionally not managed but administered. There is no specific manager in museum. Even in India, museum management is performed by different staff like directors, curators, and other education officer, etc. The administrative system of a museum is performed either directly under the Ministry of Culture, Government of India, or by any governing body. So, in museum, we have to manage different things. So, we categorize the management within the museum in few parts, like one, collection management, human resource management, financial management, marketing aspect, and the quality issues of the quality management. So let's see about the collection management. Collection management deals about all about the objects, the exhibit, and the relationship with the visitors. So in case of collection management, we have segmented this management system in few steps. Among these, the first one is the acquisition of new object. It starts from when museum acquires a new object into its collection. So we have to consider many points while we are or our museum is going to accept object into its permanent collection. So there are some conditions that a museum had to maintain, like new acquisition must be in accordance with the mission of the museum, objects that are not in present collection in the museum, immediate planning of museum related to the collection, and the object must have intrinsic value and consistent with the stated purpose, scopes, and activities of the museum. And this object must have historical, cultural, artistic, scientific, and educational values. Museum has the ability to provide proper care and storage facility to the object, and all this acquisition must not be any conditional. This should be unconditional for any museum. So it must be verified that it must not be stolen or wrongly converted. So these are the points that we need to maintain, we need to keep in our mind while a museum is going to acquire new objects into its collection. So next things, what about the objects within the museum collection? So museum need to plan with that objects also. So scope and use of the present collection, that museum also need to manage. Documentation of each and of every object that were present within the collection, that museum have to maintain that record. And this proper record of object given for loan or taken from loan, that also need a proper management. So in this section, recording or record keeping of all the data is very much important. So that all the records should be kept in a, that also need a safety and security for the museum. So in this way we have to manage all the collection in museum step by step. So whatever thing the museum acquires or the objects into its collection, for all those museum need to give the proper care and conservation. So periodic record keeping of conservation measures taken for an objects had to be managed vividly. Record of strength and precautions required during the display or storage, that museum also need to keep in its mind. So another thing is the insurance of object. Every object has its own value, so museum need to insure each and every object with proper system, and recording of insurance, all the records related to insurance, receiving institutions, and where the objects will go for temporary exhibition, all they need to manage properly. And another thing is the inventories. Inventories is another important issue of a management that need uniform method of maintaining record system, and periodic comprehensive inventories list a museum need to maintain. Spot checklist they need to maintain where the objects is now in the present date or it will be in the next date. So inventories of missing objects, in this way they can track. Other aspect is loan. Every museum either take loan from other museum, other institution for their exhibition purpose, or they give loan of their own object to other museum or other organization. In the both the cases they need a proper record keeping, management and database management. So all about this incoming loan and the outgoing loan, for this thing museum have to maintain a proper management system. So next is the process for deaccessioning. Accessioning is the acquisition of new object into the museum collection. Similarly, deaccession is the removal of object from the museum's collection. So in case of deaccessioning, museum need to decide what objects they need to deaccession. Either the object is not relevant or not at all useful or relevant with the activities of museum. For that object the museum will deaccession them, or the objects are very much are more in number that they can donate to another museum. So these are the system that museum need to maintain a record for which object they will deaccession, or for the reason of loan or permanently deaccession from their accession register. Our objects are very much related with the research purpose. Museum is the informal education center, so many research activities going on into the museum with the objects, the collection of the museum. So for research purpose, museum also need to maintain a proper management system so that any researchers can use the objects, and whenever they require they can retrieve easily from its present location and can refer all the relevant information regarding that object. So research on existing objects and its scope in serving society, that a museum need to maintain. And research on theme of new exhibition, that is another issue that also need to practice by the museum's staff or the relevant official, so that they can plan easily about the new exhibition based on their available objects. So there are so many aspects regarding the research where it is helpful for the planning a new exhibition, helpful for research scholars, helpful for designing permanent exhibition and rotation of the objects into the exhibition from the store. So these are the various aspects of collection management. So these are the various aspects of collection management which are all we need to practice with the aim of exhibiting or planning new exhibition or the renovation of existing exhibition. So theme of exhibition in a proposed year and the proposed period of time is need to plan prior to the next financial year. So for that we need a proper collection idea of collection record, the management system of the entire collection, because exhibition plan and strategies are required for its implementation, and policies are also required for permanent, temporary and traveling exhibition, where the exhibition of a museum, the entire objects will travel for exhibiting in another location. So it must acknowledge the guideline on visitors' care and disability. For the entire system, so strong collection management, right from acquisition, right from storage, care and conservation, display, planning a new exhibition, all should be in a systematic manner. After everything, another aim of museum is a informal education, because we know that museum is also an educational institution, informal education institution. It should specify the education mission statement, the education policy, the education strategy, education plan. So now let's look into the human resource management. So we have an idea regarding the collection management. Now you see how museum manage its entire human resource, because human resource is an essential management component to maintain the harmony in entire management system. So there are the various pillars of human resource, like that museum need to maintain. At first they need to decide what are the sanctioned posts, what are the available or the deficit of staff, the highest, how they can use their staff or the highest utilization that may make possible, and how much staff they need to hire from other, and the scope of fresh appointment in vacant posts. So when museum can able to plan about its human resource, the available manpower, then they can allot these staffs into proper planning and proper maintenance of museum for internal purpose, and also dealing with the visitors and on the with the display mechanism. So the first purpose is to maintain or track the human resource, what are the available resources present or need for a museum. The next thing is the database management of staff. This is the allotment of staff, that what are the total number of staff, whether the existing or the retired person, they can be invited, or they can be they can share their point of view, so that can be helpful for a museum. Or it also need to make a list the educational or the experience or the expertise of a person, so that they can be given the responsibility of a specific exhibition, because museum plan different exhibition in a year with a different or varied theme. In this way, the database of resource person, excluding the staff, is very much essential, so that it gives a vivid idea about the manpower management. Another thing, apart from the database management and the tracking the entire staff system, so we need to, in case of human resource, museums also invite the interns or the volunteers, where they invite the interns, the fresh scholars or the fresh pass out of the, like the student of museology, like the student from conservation, so that they can utilize this resource to maintain the to overcome the gap, and they can, so that they can perform better for their visitors. Again, they contact with some professional development or the capacity building staff. They can train, or again they contact with some professional development or the capacity building staff. They can train or guide museum professionals so that they can serve better with the new technologies, new the system, new mode of exhibition. So all this need to maintain for a well served museum. So for human resource, starting from planning a staff and inviting the new resource to maintain the technological that development and the application of the technological development within the museum, human resource management is very much essential. So next we'll see about the financial management portion. Finance, as you know, the finance is the most important part for any management system. In case of museum also, we need to plan a finance very methodically. So in case of financial management, we look into first the budgeting, then fundraising, and then the utilization of entire fund. So finance is the base, as you know, the finance is the base of any organization. Without it, no organization can survive. So fund needs to generate as per the requirement and manage well, so that it can be utilized fullest and effectively on defined purposes. So first part is the budgeting. We need to plan budget for the entire activity, right from the staffing, right from the planning of running the entire museum daily thing, or the recurring thing, and the exhibition planning, planning for new acquisition, conservation part. So these are the different things. Based on that, a museum plan its budget in advance, so that within a time they can pass its budget from the convenient authority or the respective authority. So after that, after the budgeting, the next important part is the fundraising. Museum had to decide where from it can raise its fund. One fund they receive in a fixed amount from its source, like the Ministry of Culture or the other government sources, or its bank account in the recurring systems. So these are the fixed amount. Apart from this, museum also need to raise its fund to run its various activities and plan for or the utilization or of its project. So they should be planned properly in what are the sources that they can utilize to get their fund, like selling a product, corporate sponsorship, product development, getting or inviting donations, and creating friends of museums, and some other fundraising sources if they can explore in day by day. If there is some more details or give advice that museum can accept. So these are the sources how they can obtain fund from various sources. Apart from, other than when they get the fund and able to get the necessary amount of fund, the next and important part, the job for museum is to utilization of fund. So it is the important part of any financial management to utilize the received fund against the specific job within the specified period of establishing the efficiency, to establish the efficiency of museum and for getting more fund in the next financial year. So these are all about the financial aspect in a nutshell. Again, to get the fund, a museum needs to market itself. Unless it can market itself, nobody will know. Unless it can market itself, nobody will know about what the museum is going to serve, or what is the ability of museum, what is the potentiality of museum. So for the everything, a museum need to market it in a well advanced, so that people or the funding agency, they get well aware about the museum. So how they can market? We need to, a museum need to plan about that also. Like a museum is a service industry or the service organization. So marketing of for a service organization is quite different rather than the any corporate organization or any private body, because here the mission is not to earn the profit but to earn the survival cost and the popularity and to build image. So they need to design their product in such a way that is compatible with the visitors. Their pricing should be as low as possible, so that it can be affordable to any visitors. The place or the distribution place or the museum, the locality where it is going to distribute its product, that should be convenient for everyone, and the promotion of the service of the product, that should be well known to its visitors, and the marketing evidences, physical evidences. Physical evidences means whether this service is available for a long period or not. This should not be like that it is available for 1 or 2 days. It should be available for a considerable period. So physical evidences is very much essential. So another thing is people and visitors. They need to contact with the people and visitors through various modes that they need to plan separately. So these are the main things that a museum need to keep it in mind before planning any marketing policies. So because it is important for a museum to generate interest among target people about museum and its activities. It is also essential to compete with the other entertainment institution, ensure social accountability of a museum, because it is already defined in the definition of museum. Museum is for the service of the society. If a museum can able to serve well in the society, then it can maintain or it can build its image. For maintenance or the contact with the people, a strong public relation system that a museum need to develop. So it is because it should transmit the information of the subject matter it contains through exhibition, lectures and publication. It should attract as many as museum visitors as possible. It should awaken interest among common people about the museum, not only among the visitors but also with officials, other persons, other financial institutions, donors. So for all these public relations, they need to market itself into their target group. So for maintaining public relation, they need to select target institutions, communicate them through emails, SMS service, telephone, sending representative. Inside the museum, they should communicate properly through the ticket counter, reception desks, etc., so that every visitors can know well about the services or the different facilities which are available for the visitors. For public relation, our best tool is the advertising. Since it is a very high cost affair and it is not possible for any museum to afford the high cost advertisement, the museum can go for priceless advertisement or no cost advertising. For this, they can utilize newspapers, shared hoardings, or the poster system in a convenient location where they need a minimum amount to spend and they can get the maximum mileage. So for this thing, unpaid publicity by creating news or inviting press, giving them press release, in this way museum can communicate with the publicize or advertise itself into the bigger mass. Apart from all this management like collection management, human resource management, financial management and marketing, the most another thing that a museum need to maintain, that is the quality management. It depends on the 10 parameters or the 10 elements like the building, the collection, the presentation and interpretation of the material and display, museum publication and the shop, the educational programs, activities other than those that are deliberately and absolutely obviously educational, publicity and marketing, management. In this entire for these 10 elements, the museum need to maintain a quality. So there are so many models that a museum can follow, but here I am sharing you a TQ model or total quality management system based on the 5Q model that was invented by Osada in Japan. These are based on the 5 S. So first S is the structure. Here the structure means the staffing. The staff should not be excess or less in the organization. Staff should be trained and oriented for the capacity building time to time. So they can treat defect or leakage. They can plan a thing to do list. So in this way, for us the staff, what they should deliver, a museum need a proper planning. This is the first S of the model. The second S is the systematize. Museums should have both manual and computerized system of database. Everything must have clearly designated. Every place should have a responsible person. Functional placement for leaflet, folders, brochure for visitors, easy to read and understanding and directions and notice should be there. So regular maintenance of record, all these things need to for the systematic functioning of a museum. The next S is sanitize. Sanitize or the cleanliness is very much important for any public service organization. So routine cleaning in public areas, exhibition hall and stores is very much important. Individual cleaning responsibility should be assigned. Make cleaning and inspection. Apart from that, data cleaning and upgradation of software including virus protection, that is also important. So and danger warning signs, that are the different component for maintaining sanitization and the maintaining all these standards. So fourth point is the standardization of the entire quality assurance system. That is the transparency in every process management, development of relevant policies and its proper implementation, responsibility level on floor plan and its sites, prevent noise and vibration at source. So these are the various standards that a public service or the service industry like museum as a service organization should provide for its visitors. And the last one is self-discipline. Unless that, you cannot achieve any quality inside the museum. So that should be executed. That is very much essential to maintain all the quality standards of 5SQ model. All over, we after all these application of all the management system, a museum should have the proper evaluation system. Unless a museum cannot judge which management track is maintaining properly, where they need to function more, give them more effort. So a management or evaluation system is essential at the end of any services. So evaluation can be done in the two ways. First is the exhibition evaluation, another is the visitor evaluation. For visitor evaluation, a museum can perform demographic study, psychological study, behavioral study, cognitive or psychological study. There are so many parameters regarding this that museum can, so that museum may know what is the exact demand, satisfaction of visitors, their likings. They can judge from this kind of evaluation. Regarding the exhibition or the exhibit study, museum follow the three parameter, the three-stage evaluation procedure. First thing is the front-end evaluation, second is the formative evaluation, and end is the summative evaluation. With all this system, museum can judge the services that they are providing to its target visitors. So if we look into the entire system, the management group, like collection management, financial management, and all that what we have discussed. For all, the museum need to think that everything should run in a harmony. As management is museum is the most high profile aspect and museum activity at present, because unless a well managed museum is well managed, it cannot perform well to the visitors. So every facet of museum activity is being examined and reevaluated as never before. Excellence in museum must depend on the quality of its educational and other program, the importance of its purpose, and the disciplinary value of its collection, that is also need to maintain. Nonetheless, it is difficult to conceive that a poorly managed museum would ever be able to achieve and sustain a level of excellence for any extended time. A good management is very essential for a good museum, and though it is not the essential thing but right now and practicing by every museum today, but day will come when every museum should have to think on it and plan a better management for its future success. So these are all about the management in a very nutshell. If you can get the entire thing or in a detail and get the detailed study by studying the Manual of Museum Management by Kevin Moore. There are so many books are available, and that you can go through. And apart from these two books, there are other books too, that is Museum Management and Curatorship, Managing Museum, Collection Management, Marketing the Museum, and so on. So these are the quite available books where you can get the entire about the whatever the management we have I have shared with you. And apart from this, you will get the entire text in the website of EPG Pathshala. Thank you.